Welcome back.
We're back.
Back again after a long time.
Not too long.
Not too long. I mean, only a couple weeks.
Like a month and a half.
Well, give or take.
2, maybe. I don't know.
2 months? No.
That's not bad. That is not bad. For getting married?
I agree.
For a destination wedding and having to deal with all that bullshit? Not bad.
No, not bad, because you, in particular, you had like a lot on your plate.
Yeah. I'm kind of exhausted. I don't feel like I had a vacation at all.
Why?
It's just been so busy. We could get into it, but it's exhausting thinking about it. But I feel like I say that every episode.
Yeah.
My life is exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah, you say that often.
Is yours?
No, I wouldn't say that it is.
Must be nice.
At this point, and not my whole life, but like at this era of my life, it's pretty tranquil, pretty peaceful. Some stressful bits, but
I can't relate at all. I don't think I've ever been able to relate to that. I don't know what that feels like.
I think your anxiety has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
And you stay really busy.
I need to be a person that's busy.
That is a trauma response.
It's okay. It's okay.
If you're okay with it, then yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel good unless I'm busy. I think it's an Aries thing.
Yeah, it could be.
Like the last week when we weren't working of June, I was like very anxious about everything.
Now that you say that, I'm thinking of all the Aries in my life that I know, and they all have like jam-packed schedules all the time.
How many Aries do you have?
I know 2 other Aries.
Who?
Alyssa.
Alyssa's not an Aries.
She is an Aries.
She's a Pisces.
And then T.
Okay, T is an Aries, but Alyssa's a Pisces. We've talked about this.
She's almost an Aries.
Can you be almost an Aries if you're a Pisces?
Yeah, because her birthday is almost the same as yours.
No, her birthday's in February.
No.
Yeah. We've talked about her being a Pisces.
Oh.
Because Derek is a Pisces.
I could have swore I know one other Aries. Because I remember having the thought, I must really gravitate towards Aries because I meet a lot of them.
And you're a Libra. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think you're the only Libra I know and have met.
No, you know another Libra.
Who?
Luke? Is it Luke?
No, Luke is an Aries.
Oh, see, there's the second one.
Anyway, Aries are the best. So, what?
I had the craziest dream about Luke last night.
Ew.
Yeah.
What was it? I'm scared to ask.
It was also about my husband.
Oh my God, I don't want to know. I'm done.
It was like kind of innocent and cutesy, but it was just like wild.
What was it?
So me and my husband, we went to like this dinner or something, and Luke was there, and it was all very casual. And I could tell that William had a little crush on Luke, so I was like, you should go give him your phone number, and he did.
Was William your husband in this scenario?
Yes.
Oh, ew.
But I was very supportive. I was like, yes, go give him your phone number and like just act casual. And so they went on a couple of dates, and it didn't work out, unfortunately. But it was cute and innocent.
What do you think this means?
I don't know. I don't know what it means. I think it means I've been thinking of Luke lately and the oyster shells, because he said something about my oyster shell, and I've just been doing things with the oyster shells, so I've had like Luke in my thoughts randomly.
So weird.
Yeah, and he popped up in my dreams.
Oh my God, I have some weird dreams too, but I can't remember any of them right now.
That's unfortunate. I love weird dreams.
Oh my God, I have one like every night.
You do?
Yeah, I dream a lot. Do you?
I do. I almost always forget them, though.
Derek's not a dreamer. He very rarely has dreams.
That's interesting, because William also is not a dreamer.
I think these men just lie to us. Like, how do I have so many dreams and you have none?
I'm thinking it's like an anxiety thing, because you dream when you're like in a certain level of sleep, like when you're almost awake and you're not fully like in a deep sleep, that's when you dream. And I think our anxiety, our cortisol, like puts us in that state throughout the night more than the men are.
Okay, so I have that tracking ring, the Ultra Human ring.
Yeah.
I love that thing. I really do. It's a game changer
Really?
because it's no guessing. Like you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Um, but one thing that has changed my sleep is having a eye mask when I sleep. And I've used ones before and they didn't really work. I was just like, oh, it doesn't do anything. But I recently got one for my bridal shower
Mhm.
and it's black. So it's like way darker when I put it on than the previous ones I've had.
Oh.
Best sleeps. Like
Really?
in the 90s. My sleep score is amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
It didn't used to be.
No, I used to get terrible sleep. I used to wake up all the time.
Yeah.
I don't wake up at all during the night.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I wake up, I would say that I actually get really good sleep and I sleep a lot. I sleep long hours and I get pretty good sleep every single night. Um, but I do wake up a lot, just like tossing and turning.
Oh,
I'm
see, you
a
should see.
rotisserie chicken when I sleep.
That's not good.
Yeah. Why?
Because you should go to sleep and stay asleep throughout the whole night. Because you're like have cycles in your sleep.
You do have cycles in your sleep, but like, don't you get uncomfortable if you're in one position for too long?
No, I sleep like a little mummy. If I'm tossing and turning, I'll wake up.
Huh.
I'm tossing and turning because I'm like super stressed out or anxious. Like last night, I couldn't sleep at all and I kept like moving. But when I get good sleep, I sleep on my back like a little mummy and I don't wake up. And I don't like feel any sort of way in the morning. I feel great.
I wish I could sleep on my back because that is so much better for your skin.
I know. Because like last night, I couldn't sleep. So when I can't sleep, I'll sleep on my side. And when I wake up in the morning, I look rough.
Yeah.
Like normally my skin, if I do my skincare at night, I look amazing when I wake up and I've slept on my back all night. But if I move to my side, oh, no.
I know. And I sleep on one side primarily, and you can totally, it's my right side, and you can so tell when you look at my face that I sleep on that side.
Can't you train yourself to fall asleep on your back?
I've tried. After meeting you and seeing that it's possible, I've tried over and over again. I'll put the pillow under my knees. I'll put like a pillow on each side of me so I it's harder to roll over, but like my body will whatever obstacle I have in the way, it will get rid of that obstacle in my sleep.
That's so weird. Like if I tell myself I'm going to do something right before I go to bed, I'll do it. That's how I train myself to sleep on my back.
Really?
I used to be able to be like not even have an alarm, and I still don't sleep with an alarm because my body's pretty regular. But I would be like, you need to wake up at 5 tomorrow morning, and I would wake up at 5.
That's very interesting.
I
And
would
I've
wake up at like 4:45.
I've heard this before, and you're saying it actually works.
Yeah, so you haven't heard it from me, you've heard it from someone else?
I've heard it like on Instagram or something.
Yeah, I'll just tell myself like now it's a little different because I like live with Derek. Um, but before when I wasn't living with anybody and no one was there with their nasty alarm waking me up, I hate waking up to alarms. I
Yeah.
hate it. But I would just be like, even if I was used to waking up at 7 and say the night before I would have to wake up at 5, I'd be like, okay, you're waking up at 5. And I would just naturally wake up at 5.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's how, like, when I learned about sleeping on your back, I'm like, okay, you're sleeping on your back now. And it took like a couple weeks.
It took a couple weeks.
The sleeping on my back took a couple weeks.
I'll keep trying it. Cuz I know it's worth it, but it is so difficult for me. And I think it's because of my butt. I think part of it's because of my butt.
See, I think it's hard to sleep on my back because of my boobs. Because I also like to sleep with no pillow.
Oh.
Like, no pillows at all.
How odd.
Like, I like to sleep with a pillow on top, like resting on top of me.
You already do.
I know, but like the extra one feels it's like so comforting.
Oh, like the weight of it?
Yeah, but I hate weighted blankets.
I mean, they like make you work out when you're sleeping, which you're not supposed to do. So
They're so okay, thank you. Because I feel like everyone loves weighted blankets, and I'm like, why? They just feel like you're like in a little prison.
I think they're good for like getting cozy on the couch, watching a movie in the winter time. I
Hmm.
feel like they're good for that, but like sleeping with them, it's like I'm like doing a whole chest workout trying to like maneuver this blanket
Yeah.
in my sleep. I'm trying to sleep here and I'm having to like get a chest workout in.
So weird.
I'm going to try this whole like telling myself what to do at night, like sleeping on my back. I'm going to try it and then I'll put all of my obstacle courses there. Um,
You should also get that ring.
I've been meaning to get the Aura ring. It's just a matter of,
I don't get the Aura ring. I have the Ultra Human ring.
yeah, that's the one I'm going to get. I'm going to go with like the cheaper option because I got my husband the Aura ring
Mm,
for his birthday or a Christmas gift one year, and it was stressing him out because he would do all of these things to make sure that he got the best sleep possible, like all of these biohacking things, and his score was always so low and it would like stress him out so much that he threw it away when he could have given it away or he could
shame.
have donated it, like so many other options, but he threw it away. Okay, so tell me about the stress of the wedding. How did the wedding go? How'd you feel about it? Like, what was it like leading up to it?
I feel like when you talk about your wedding, people want to hear like how amazing it was. And don't get me wrong, the ceremony was amazing, but there was so much to it to get to that point.
I The ceremony was incredible. Like, it was the best wedding I've ever been to by far. It was like the most beautiful, the most romantic. There was no like annoying parts that there usually is
Hmm.
when you go to weddings. I thought it was perfect.
Yeah, I think if you attended my wedding, you loved it. But so I got to Hawaii, what, like a week and a half before the wedding?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was. And it's just like a lot of work. So if you're not paying for a venue and you're using your family's like house, property, whatever, just know that you are going to be putting work in to that property, which is, I don't know, it in some ways I feel like it is better because it's like it's more meaningful. Like the area we got married was very meaningful. B, we did a lot of stuff to help his aunt just enhance the property. However, you're going to be having to do all that work right before your wedding.
And that additional, because it's already stressful, right?
So stressful because there's so many like last minute things. And I feel like I was like a last minute bride anyway, but there's so many last minute things that you don't even think about. Like I was literally ordering stuff when I was in Hawaii for Autumn to come pick up at my house and take to Hawaii. So I think that's another thing. The destination wedding, it was a DIY wedding. Also, my mother-in-law and I kept checking the weather and we're like, oh, it's supposed to pour on my wedding day. And then the weather kept changing of when it was going to rain
Because it's Hawaii.
because it's Hawaii. So we waited like, I think a few days once we were over there and we're like, we're changing the wedding date because everyone was going to be in Hawaii on the 15th. So we were supposed to have it on the 16th. We're like, okay, everyone's going to be here the 15th. The weather is supposed to be better. And like a little rain is okay. We weren't upset about a little rain, but it was supposed to rain.
Yeah, like poor.
And it was a completely outside wedding. I mean, we had a little bit of the garage.
Yeah, but like you would be outside mostly.
Yeah, like the ceremony was outside. Like I did not want to get married inside.
Yeah.
So we had to contact all the vendors and be like, can we change it to the 15th? Luckily, they were all cool and we could. But it's also Hawaii, so we had to go to the vendors because everyone in Hawaii is just like, You know, they're on their own time. They're not on our time.
It's Hawaii time.
Yeah, so that was very stressful. And then a few days before the wedding, like I think 3 days before the wedding, I got an email from my agent asking me to do a self-tape. By the way, I had nothing in Hawaii. No modeling stuff. No jeans. No, like, just plain shirts.
Well, you had Hawaii clothes, right?
I had Hawaii clothes, girl. I was planning on vacationing.
You had like 15 bathing suits and you didn't even get to like go to the beach.
I had 15 bathing suits, 200 white dresses. It was honestly ridiculous. I feel like if you are a bride and you're getting married, whatever clothes you think you need, you do not need. Just get your damn wedding dress. That is enough.
Yeah.
All these girls on social media having like whole outfits for rehearsal. Spoiler, I didn't even go to my rehearsal. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I have to go down to Kona, which it's a drive to get into town when you're there because the speed limit is 45.
Yeah.
50 if you're lucky. 55? Doesn't it get up to 55 out there?
I think some roads, yeah, but that road particularly, it's like 45, and they're very strict about the speed limit there, and I'm pretty sure it's 45 all the way into town.
So anyway, it's just like a drive, and then it's on top of all the things that we already have to do. We have to go clothes shopping for modeling clothes. Anyway, it worked out. I did get my outfits I needed. I got more than enough, obviously, because that's just how it works.
That's how you operate.
And the day before the rehearsal and the day that I'm filming my self-tape, I wake up feeling terrible. Like, so sick.
Like, what kind of sick?
Like, I must have had the flu. My whole body hurt. I had a fever, throat, like, well, right before you get, like, really sick. But, like...
Body aches.
But I was still able to, like, push myself through it. So I got through the self-tape. Everyone's, like, flying in. We ended up going to a luau that night, you and I, and like a bunch of Derek's family.
Yeah, that was the night I flew in.
Yeah, and that was really cool. But I ended up leaving right after we ate because I was like, I can't do this. I'm so sick, and I know they're going to call me on stage.
And they did.
And they did right after I left. Thank God I left because not that I wouldn't, if I was feeling good, I would have loved to do it.
Yeah.
But I was just so like ill. And I go home, leave everyone there, and the next day I wake up feeling even worse, and it's the day before my wedding.
And I feel like that is the worst possible thing. Like, even above rain, like that is like probably next to the worst thing that could happen.
And I was so sick. It's not like I could push myself to do it. Like, my body was like, no, you're staying in bed. And there's so much to do the day before the wedding.
Yeah, the rehearsal.
My parents were flying in. We had the rehearsal. There was flowers. We had to get to the cake shop. There was so many. I can't even remember now, but there was like a list of things. And I literally had to just let it go. Dee Dee did a lot. You did a lot. And I just laid in bed and watched movies.
Which, I mean, thank God you did, because if you didn't, like if you continued to push yourself, just imagine how you would have felt the day of the wedding.
And that was the thing, the whole reason why I was like, okay, I just have to like give up. Because when I'm sick, I will just keep pushing myself for the most part.
Until your body won't allow you to do that anymore.
Yeah, which is what happened in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And
you missed the rehearsal.
Missed the rehearsal. People are coming and visiting me in my room like it's my deathbed. I look terrible. My skin has never looked that bad.
Yeah, and you just had a acne facial like right before you left.
Yeah, I don't even know if we talked about that on the podcast.
I don't think so. No.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
The facial?
Yeah.
I wanted to get into that too because that is actually really funny.
Okay, let's put a pause in the wedding and talk about this acne facial I got. It was in Hillcrest, which if you don't know, Hillcrest is like the gayborhood. Like just a large gay community is known to live there and populate there, and it's very like
It's a wonderful neighborhood.
It's so safe feeling.
Yeah.
Like you feel like, oh, okay, you're okay.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I'm gonna be assaulted. And that's not what happened at my facial. But anyway, I get in there and it is a gay man giving me my facial. And first we start talking and it's like, you know, a conversation you would think you would have. But I don't know what is about me, but people feel very open to tell me everything. I was really thinking about this. Like, there have been dates that in the past that I have gone on that the guy has just opened up way too much that we never go on a second date because it's like, I know your whole life story.
Oh my God.
Like that one guy that was attracted to his mom.
Yeah, he was attracted to his own mother.
Yeah, weird.
That was wild. Like showing you like boudoir photos of his mom that he took.
Like, yeah, just so weird. And I never heard from him again because he knew that
he made a fool of himself.
He didn't make a fool of himself, but he just needed somebody to talk to. And I'm just very good at getting the dirt out.
I mean, was he venting or was he just like telling you his life story like all men do?
I think okay, here's the thing. I will ask the questions. Derek and I talk about this because I'm like, I don't know why people feel so safe talking to me. But I am very much like, I guess, not judgy. Maybe I don't react when people tell me crazy things.
You are so judgmental.
But maybe not to strangers. I don't know why, but
I know why. It's because of your face, number one, and it's because your super sweet demeanor.
That's what is it fake, Autumn? The way you roll your eyes.
I didn't roll my eyes.
Your super sweet demeanor rolls eyes.
You're imagining that. That was me trying to like find the words.
Okay. But anyway, going back to the story, just what you need to know is I'm very good at getting people to talk. I should be like a CIA agent or something.
You should. But I mean, that's not really what you're like looking for when you go to get any kind of spa treatment. In my opinion, you don't go there to like chit chat. You know, you go there to like why like just relax. It's supposed to be a very relaxing experience.
Exactly. And it was like a few days before I flew out. So I was just like, there was so much even before I left that I was like rushing around getting to. So I was so exhausted. By the time I got there, I was like, oh, thank God. Like, I don't even really want to do it, but thank God I could just like relax, maybe take a little nap. I don't know. You know, people fall asleep during facials.
Yeah.
Not me. We talk. We talk for an hour past my appointment.
The conversation was that good.
Yeah, and I was there for 2.5 hours.
So did you enjoy it?
No. So the whole time, this man is telling me like pretty much how much he loves Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, but like you don't care about your rights being stripped away, like especially as a gay man, like, or do you care about women's rights being stripped away?
Especially the fact that he directly attacks the gay community.
I know. And he's like, well, he's just gonna save the economy, so I don't care about my rights as long as like I don't have to pay taxes.
You say that now.
And also, like, where the fuck is anything getting cheaper?
Yeah. If you see it, you let me know because I can't find it. This whole like bettering of the economy.
Like, when are we gonna pay less in taxes? I don't think anytime soon.
No.
Like, it's just so crazy. Anyway, he really went on all these rabbit holes and really explained in depth of why he thought his reasoning was correct.
And you know, okay, so I know what your mistake was. It was, and not that this was your fault, but where it went wrong was you challenged his very strong belief, and so he had to over explain and overcompensate why it was wrong, like why he disagreed with what you were saying.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I don't agree with you, and this is why, but like also I'm the type of person where I'm like, I'm not gonna judge you for what you say, so go ahead and say what you're gonna say, and then I will completely judge you for what you say.
That's why I said you are like totally judgmental.
I know. But in the moment, I'm like, yes, tell me, like, it's okay. We should be able to have these tough conversations. Yes, especially while I'm like fucking blind by all this mask shit on my face.
Like, how vulnerable.
Girl, I know you have your top off, obviously, because, like, well, I did because I was in a sweater and I didn't wear a shirt underneath.
Oh.
And you know how you have to, like, be exposed, like, your chest?
Your décolleté.
Yeah, so, I don't know, girl. And that was, like, a whole nother thing that I was like, what the hell? But I still tipped him because I just felt so obligated.
You're a people pleaser.
I am.
Yeah.
At 32 years old.
Isn't that the worst?
It's so annoying. Like, I'm ready to smack myself because I don't think that's Aries energy, is being a people pleaser.
No.
So I need to unlearn that.
Same.
Because it is not serving me.
Same. Yes, that's right.
Like, why did I have to tip him 20%?
20%.
I know.
That is generous.
Anyway, we're going to forget about that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's done and over with.
I was thinking about leaving a review just so people knew who they were supporting.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Right? Like, it's like, I'm sure people who love Trump would love to go to him. And then people who don't love Trump would go somewhere else.
Or, like, have a different esthetician.
Well, he was the owner of the company.
But there were other people there that worked there.
Yeah, they could go to a different esthetician, I guess. I don't really know. It was very traumatizing, actually, now that I think about it.
So, no relaxation before the wedding trip.
Yeah, so that probably, you know, I blame him for the reason why I got sick. It probably had something to do with that.
Probably.
Anyway, so back to, where was I before I started rambling about the facial? Oh, my acne being terrible.
Yeah.
You saw it. It was really bad.
Yeah. It looked so inflamed.
It was just all the stress before the wedding. And so I wake up on the wedding day and I still feel sick, but I'm like, there is no way we are moving the wedding date again.
Yeah.
So I start getting ready. I tried really hard to be in the moment, but I was just like not feeling it. I think if you have any issues with anybody, this is one thing I'm going to say. There was a lot of drama.
Yeah.
With me, with people, not even with me, with people in the wedding, with family members, friends. There was so much drama.
And there always is with weddings, right? But I feel like in this case, there was just like bonus drama. There was like additional drama.
Like if you have, a lot of it is not my story to tell, so I'm not going to speak on any of it. But if you have one little thing, one little issue with somebody, it will be exacerbated.
Exasperated.
How do you say it?
Can we please have that clip?
Maybe.
Exasperated.
It's not serrated.
Wait, hold on. Exacerbate.
It's not like masturbate.
Exacerbated.
Google it. I think you're saying it wrong.
Jerry, pull this up.
I think it's, who's Jerry?
I don't know. You know, they like everyone. They all have their like little online like pull this up. Pull up this article. Jerry, your mom.
I know.
I rearranged my phone, all the apps on my phone, and now I can't find anything. I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea.
I hope you rearranged them in a way that makes sense because you did not have them rearranged correctly before.
I didn't, and so I wanted to, you know, make it make sense, but I think that if you're putting the apps on your phone, you should arrange it in a way where your eyes naturally go to find something. Put the important things there.
That's smart.
Exacerbated.
Baited. You say exacerbated.
Okay.
Exacerbated. Going back. If you have one little issue with somebody, It will be greatly intensified.
I don't think that's a word, but
Intensified?
I feel like we can be like Shakespeare and make up our own words. Like, you get it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, if you have one little issue with somebody, it will be intensified
And it was.
for everyone.
For some reason, like, what is it about weddings that make you want to bring up all of your shit?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I recommend getting married.
A lot of people don't.
Which is so sad because it's like also have the wedding. Have the wedding, but pay for everything. I think that would help. Pay for a wedding planner. Even though Dee Dee was a great wedding planner.
She was.
Pay for a venue. Like just have a lot of money and I think that would help.
Money always helps.
So I think you're trying to DIY and be cheap about it. Don't have a wedding.
Yeah, in that case, like, if you're trying to save money, save all the money and go on a really nice honeymoon. Just get, what's the word when you just go to the courthouse and get hitched?
Yeah, eloped.
Just
Elope.
Elope and have an incredible honeymoon.
Yeah, I think that is the key. Anyway, but I think this stuff would have got brought up eventually anyway. But weddings just make it happen faster.
Yeah.
And more intensely.
It becomes exacerbated.
Exactly. Anyway, so I don't even know where we were in this story. I wake up the day of the morning.
Julia, why did you decide to start a podcast?
I don't know. To help me speak better.
Good. That's good.
To help me learn words.
Learn words.
Okay, so I wake up the morning of the wedding. Get ready. It's fine or whatever. My mom's annoying me, which if you have mommy issues, are we surprised?
Yeah.
Are we surprised that your mother would annoy you on your wedding day?
If you're the bride, exactly. Like,
And I love my mom. If she ever listens to this, I don't mean it in a mean way, but you annoyed me.
it naturally happens, though. It happens that way.
And then once you get in that annoyance, it's really hard for me to get out of it. And
Yeah.
that's kind of how I felt.
Yeah.
So getting ready was fine, whatever. And this is another thing. I really saw things going differently. Like when I first started planning my wedding, what I wanted to happen the most was to really be in the moment, spend time with my girlfriends getting ready, my mom, the night before, have a sleepover. None of that happened really.
And then none of it, even like getting ready that morning, even though like everyone was there, like all of your girlfriends were there getting ready with you, it didn't feel like that special
It didn't.
moment.
It didn't. And I was really looking forward to that moment and I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was because I was annoyed because of my mom or I was like sick and just like trying to get through the day. That was like a lot of my wedding was like me trying not to be sick and trying to get through the day.
Yeah.
Anyway, we do our first look, which I didn't want to do, but this is like a little tip. If you're getting married, it is recommended to do a first look because the pictures come out better when you actually like have the ceremony.
And I think it's almost like you get two first looks because there's a first look and then I think it's just for some reason, and this is just from the outside looking in, you can like, let me know if it's different. But I feel like when you see each other at the altar, it's like a second first look.
I thought it would be more emotional. I really wasn't.
Well, you were really sick. I think that had a big
Yeah.
part of it.
I think that's so true. Derek was crying the entire time. His eyes were swollen. He was crying so much.
I don't think he ever stopped crying. Like, ever since the first look, I don't think he stopped crying, like, ever since that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Anyway, so jumping to the actual ceremony, it was so beautiful. It happened right before sunset. And did the rain start when we were...
Okay, so this is like a really big part of it
You
that
tell that part.
everyone keeps bringing up, but Julia, she's like all this other shit happened too, so it's hard for you to like I don't know, see the beauty in that moment.
I mean, it was a beautiful moment, and it was like fucking from the movies. Like, you can't make this shit up.
It really was. It was okay, so there's not supposed to be any rain that day.
No.
Um,
Oh wait, yeah. Oh, there was not supposed to be rain. Yeah.
yeah, there's supposed to be like no rain that day, and it's like sunny. There's like hardly any clouds, so you would think there would be like no rain at all. But they say their vows. They're pronounced husband and wife, and they're walking back down the aisle as husband and wife, and then there's a very light sprinkle that happens over everyone. It is like such a magical moment. It only lasts like maybe 10, 15 seconds, but it was just, I don't know, it was like a message from the universe.
So the rain actually started as I was saying my vows.
Did it?
Yeah, because I remember it happened because I was like, oh, is it Derek's tears like being blown onto me? Because it was so windy. And so Jamie ended up sending the pictures over today. And you can see it in some of the pictures.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So I thought it happened when I started saying my vows.
But it was just like a drop here, a drop
Yeah, like the lightest little sprinkle. It started towards the end of my vows, because my vows were very long.
there. Yeah, but beautiful.
I had a lot to say. A lot.
They were beautiful.
Love is change. Love is change.
Love is change.
Anyway, I had a lot to say. It started during my vows. Derek was crying. I feel like everyone at the wedding was crying.
I was. My mother was for some reason.
A lot of people were.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, good. Like, I was like the only one who was like, get it together. I think halfway through I stopped my vows. I was like, you still have a whole other page of vows. So you guys better get it together. Because I remember looking at everyone. I was like, wow, people are really emotional.
So you did, like, you had the chance to like look at the crowd and
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
It was really, really sweet though. I love that people were emotional.
Yeah, I know you do.
And I feel like if I weren't in front of all those people, I would have also been a little bit more emotional. But even though we had a small wedding, I think it was 32 people.
It's still like kind of a performance, right?
It is, which I was a little surprised by, because my whole thing was I wanted a really small wedding because like I wanted to be able to be in the moment and feel, but I just can't cry in front of people unless I feel safe.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
And it is like all eyes on you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it starts sprinkling, and it sprinkles until you walk down the aisle, like back out.
No, until like there's like a very, very light, hardly noticeable sprinkle. And then when you and Derek are pronounced husband and wife and you walk down the aisle and you pose for like more photos, then it starts like a heavier sprinkle, like a noticeable, like just like the most gentle, like sprinkle.
Yeah, a little
like
Hawaiian blessing.
It felt like a message from the universe. And rain on your wedding day is actually good luck. So the fact that you did get just the tiniest bit, it's good luck.
And it's kind of crazy because it poured when we got engaged. The whole time we were on our little vacation to get engaged.
In Hawaii.
Anything we had to do that was major with the wedding, it rained. My dress, on the 16th, spoiler, it poured.
Yeah, when the wedding was supposed to be.
Thank God we moved the date to the 15th. And it's funny because the 15th is the day that I actually wanted to get married, because it was the 1-year anniversary of when Derek proposed, but we changed it to the 16th when we set out to save the dates because it was a Friday. And I thought it might be better for traveling if people like were going for a Friday wedding instead of a Thursday wedding. Anyway, so that was kind of crazy too.
But doesn't it rain at least a little bit almost every day in Hawaii?
Like it depends on where you are.
It's pretty frequent.
Yeah. But even here in San Diego, it rained. It rained when we sent out our, hey, just so you know, we got married. Sorry we couldn't invite you.
Yeah.
So like every like major thing that I've done with the wedding, it has rained, even if it's a little bit.
I love that for you. I love the rain.
Yeah, and then we had the reception.
Mhm.
That was amazing. That was fun. The cake was so good.
Yeah, the cake was amazing. It was lily koi.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lily koi cake, and it was so good.
Which is passion fruit, in case you don't know.
Yeah.
But all my vendors were amazing. The food was amazing. The cake was amazing. The flowers were so beautiful.
So beautiful.
So I think I should just leave a list of all the vendors that I
You
used
should.
because they were all local, Native Hawaiian
Yeah.
or Hawaiian owned. Some were like Native Hawaiians. I don't know about the tents, but anyway.
You didn't have any tents.
It's like Big Island tents, but they do like the chairs.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I got married, and I think my favorite thing about getting married, besides the ceremony, because the ceremony was really nice, was I did not expect this, but you really do feel like you gained family.
You do?
Like I felt significantly closer and protective over like Derek's brothers. Like they feel like my brothers now.
Really?
Mm-hmm. His cousins. Yeah, I feel like you really do gain a family. Like you do feel that.
Oh, that's so special.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that way?
I do. Yeah, I feel like I felt that way even before we got married. I felt like William's family became a part of my family, and I felt much closer to them, his mom especially. Um, but the day we got married, it was we basically got eloped, and we got
Mm-hmm.
eloped like in a courtroom with like a 6 other wedding parties, like all at the same time. So I feel like my wedding was a little different.
Yeah.
There was no planning to it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I think really ask yourself like I don't know, cuz I didn't want a wedding.
Yeah.
So I can't give you an advice if you should or you shouldn't because I think maybe if I would have eloped I would have regretted it.
Yeah, maybe.
So, and another really nice thing was that I was able to take my parents on a vacation and that has been a goal of mine since I was like probably 20.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to take them out to Hawaii.
They had a really great time.
Mm-hmm.
I had a really great time at the wedding. Like I said, I felt like it was absolutely perfect. The food was good. The dancing was wonderful. The ceremony was magical. The only part that I regret is my speech because and I'm going to put half the blame on you.
No.
Yeah, because
No.
you didn't like officially tell me there's going to be a speech.
You were the maid of honor.
You did not. Yeah, but I thought they weren't doing speeches.
You were the maid of honor.
I asked you if there would be speeches.
I think I said probably.
Yeah, you said probably. Or you said maybe. You said maybe. I don't know. Like
Probably.
You put it into words that made me think, okay, so there may or may not. I should probably prepare. And I did for the most part. But then the day of, I was like, okay, so this speech thing, like, is it going to happen? Is it, is it not going to happen? Because I did not write down my speech.
But the best speeches are just given. I've given out 2 best friend wedding speeches. They didn't have maid of honor. So just, spur of the moment. Whatever. I didn't know what I was going to say until I was speaking and words were coming out of my mouth.
Maybe it's that way if you don't have a fear of speaking in public, which I do. I am terrified of it. I was going to. Clearly you don't.
I do.
Clearly you don't.
I can't even speak on a podcast without stuttering.
That's different.
Anyway.
So I prepared a speech, didn't write it down because I was still unsure if speeches were going to be given. And then everyone started standing up and like clinking their little glass. And I was like, oh shit, we're doing speeches. And so I had like a minute and a half to like think up a speech. And I thought up a pretty good one, in my opinion. But it came time for me to, I think people were waiting on me to like give the speech. And I choked.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely choked. I could not do it.
And I looked over at the Autumn. I'm like, go. Go! Like,
I looked back.
aggressively, like, progressively getting more and more aggressive.
I remember that. And I looked back at you and I was like, I will kill you if you tell me to go again. And I wanted to crawl under the table. I was so ashamed. I just couldn't do it.
Like, thank God Veronica said something, or else no one would have said anything on my behalf.
Yeah, I hated that too.
I would have looked so unfucking loved.
That's not true because I think people could tell that I wanted to.
No, they couldn't.
They could tell I wanted to.
They could if you would have said something. You're like, actually, I have nothing nice to say about you. Goodbye.
I thought of the whole thing.
AI, I bet did.
I can give part of my speech right now.
Can you be honest? Did AI write the speech?
The first speech that I did not write down, it helped me.
Oh
the second speech that I had to think up, like, in the moment, no.
And didn't give?
And didn't give. That was all from my head. And I will give part of it. Oh, my God.
I knew that was going to happen.
Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. So the speech that I had thought up in the moment, I can give part of it right now.
Do it.
Here it goes. There were like words that I was going to say like leading up to this, but then I was going to say, you know, honestly, it's a surprise to even be here because I thought that Veronica and I were going to be battling out to see who could marry Julia first. But if it couldn't be one of us, there is no one better that I could imagine to marry Julia than Derek. He is the perfect husband for her. And then it goes on from there.
I feel like you stole that from me because I said that at a friend's wedding.
I did not.
I love it.
I wasn't even at that wedding.
No, you weren't. Oh, God, that's a whole nother thing.
What?
That you weren't at that wedding.
Oh, yeah.
We can't get into that. That's very sweet. I love it.
Thank you. This is the first time you've said anything nice about it.
I am bitter.
Thank God I didn't give it.
I am bitter that you didn't give it at my wedding. So yeah, I'm not going to say anything nice. You should have gave it there. Maybe then I would have got a tear on my wedding day.
I choked.
You did choke.
Why didn't you cry when Veronica said something?
I don't know. It was just a lot. Everything was like, I really think it goes back to me not being able to get emotional in front of large crowds.
I think so too.
I just can't.
You can't get emotional and I can't speak.
Makes sense.
So you couldn't get emotional at your wedding, but how does it feel to be a wife officially?
You know what's funny? I really think I was always meant to be a wife.
Why do you think that?
Because I was being a wife before I was a wife to not even my husband.
Yeah.
To like past relationships.
Yeah.
Situationships.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized like I was always meant to be a wife. I was never meant to be in a situationship. I was meant to be a wife.
Yeah, you're a nurturer, a homemaker.
Yeah, and I'm very like, there's Leo somewhere in my zodiac tree chart, and I'm very loyal. So I think I've always like meant to be a wife. So I really don't feel like different.
You don't feel any different?
Which is weird because I mean, I guess the only difference I feel is like more stability. Like it feels like the relationship is really stable, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you can't just like up and leave. Like he can't, I can't.
Yeah.
You know? Because I mean, when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, even if you live together, it's like at the end of the day, like you can just leave.
Yeah.
Does it ever change? Do you ever feel more like a wife over the years?
I think you do. I think, you know how even when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, as time goes by, you just feel like more solidified in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's the same way, like when you get married, like as the years go by, you just feel more and more just solid in your relationship. And I think what's funny is you kind of notice how your relationship is starts to become like the stereotypical, like old couple,
Mm-hmm.
husband and wife,
Mm-hmm.
and how they like bicker. You notice little things like that.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's like my neighbors.
Yeah.
my building manager. That's what they say. Like they're always bickering.
Yeah, the bickering, but it's almost endearing.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm not ready for
You are.
it. Not the bickering.
Well, I feel like you already do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm bicker with everyone.
Yeah.
You and I bicker
Yeah.
all the time.
We're basically married.
Oh my gosh! Like when we went to the hot springs, that was so funny.
Oh yeah, when we were trying to have a conversation with this other couple.
And we just kept arguing
Yeah,
about every single thing
we were fighting with each other the whole time.
because Autumn doesn't have a good memory.
Which is so funny of her to say because I'm pretty sure she's the one that has a poor memory.
No, I'm pretty sure it's you because that's what we were arguing about the entire time, like 4 hours of conversation.
Yeah, how you cannot remember these specific details.
Which is weird because you can't remember them. And you are so convinced that you're right.
I have evidence that I'm right.
No, you don't.
I do. I have photos. I have evidence. I can't remember the things that we were bickering about.
I can't either. Because they were silly little things.
Yeah.
But we are in the bickering phase.
I don't think that phase ends.
Oh, God.
Like, you see these 80, 90-year-old couples online, and they're still, like, everything they say is just, like, little jabs at each other.
That's us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the wedding is over. You're feeling all of the feelings that you're supposed to. The next step is children, babies.
Ew, I feel like it's impolite to ask women that now.
You think so?
I don't know, not you.
I think it's the next part of, like, starting a family.
I feel like, you know what is surprising? I don't think anybody asked me about kids when I was out in Hawaii after I got married, which I was, like, kind of expecting. But everyone asked. I think they were more hung up on me not taking Derek's last name.
Oh, that's right.
Have
we talked about that?
I think we have, but there was definitely some like little like like people talking, having opinions.
Yeah, there were a lot of opinions about you not taking his last name.
I'm sure you heard it more than I did.
Well, I think someone did ask me about it. And I just said, no, she's not taking his last name. She doesn't want to. And I say the same thing every time, like, she shouldn't, because to go from Nevadomsky to Patterson, that's just sad.
It's not sad. I think it's a great last name. It's just not my last name.
You say that because I say it's sad. You disagree with everything I say.
Well, I also feel like I can't shit on my family, like my new family and my husband.
Well, no, of course not. Patterson is a great name, but Nevadomsky is just a really good name. It's not that one's a bad name. One is just better than the other.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Look at you when you win. You're like, yes. I finally won.
For once. Write it down.
Yeah, I think if you're not taking your husband's last name, just know it will be the talk of your wedding and no one will ask you about kids because they're too busy wondering why the fuck you're not taking your husband's last name.
Yeah.
So that was good. I got out of that question. But as far as the kids, right now I'm really leaning towards not having kids, but we had this conversation before on the podcast, and I am giving myself to 35. I think if the world was different, I would totally be wanting to have kids because I see my best friend's kids and I'm like, they are so cute.
Yeah.
But it's just not in it for me right now.
Yeah, I agree. It's too risky. There's too many complexities to it on top of parenthood, which is already, it's already like a whole job, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, are kids gonna even have jobs with AI? Are we even gonna have jobs in 10 years with AI?
Yeah.
So it's just like, and I'm sure parents have always felt like this. Like there was always something new coming that was so much uncertainty as far as like the future. But yeah, the kids question, And children are kind of the last thing on my mind. I feel like I'm still building myself up.
And you still have plenty of time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You do too.
Yeah, that's right. I have more time than you.
You do? By a year. Yes. Don't let me forget it.
Oh, I won't.
I know.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, all in all, the wedding, I think it was wonderful. I had a great time.
We do too. Or I think that too. I agree.
Okay, good.
I feel like my brain is just mush trying to remember everything that happened.
Yeah, it was so much.
But we are going to leave you here, and we will see you next week because we are back on the wagon.
Yeah, officially back. So see you next week.
Bye.